Next Level Mindset bringing you another powerful and positive video. I'm going to share with you 5 prayers that will always get answered. Things that I've learned from my experience, my prayer life. And if you stay with me through to the end of the video, I've got an extra spiritual tip off the script and solutions along your spiritual path. You do not want to miss this. Let's get into it. So if you're watching this right now, this is your confirmation that your prayer life is on the next level. And there are some prayer types that'll always get an affirmative yes to the response. These are just a few that stood out for me. Let me know in the comments below what stands out most for you. So the first prayer that always gets answered is a prayer of giving thanks. That gratitude showing up in our attitudes, whether it's a prayer of thanksgiving with the family or whether it's just a prayer of thanksgiving on your own. What I've learned in my life is that anything that I'm thankful for, I attract more of that to me. The more gratitude I have, the more positive attitude. The more I'm thankful for friendships and family and loved ones, the more of that I receive. The more I'm thankful for just being healthy, being happy, enjoying my life, the more of that I'm able to experience. So think about that in your life. The next time you find yourself thinking about your prayers, that's one prayer that is always going to be responded with an affirmative yes, even with more of what you're being thankful for, a prayer of thanksgiving. I'm learning more in my life to just be thankful. And for me, I found out that it's not so much as having everything that I think I want. It's really about appreciating and enjoying everything that I have. The second prayer that is always responded and answered in an affirmative yes is prayers for well-being. Whether that's your own well-being or the well-being of someone else. When we think about prayer and whatever name you want to use for God, the great spirit, the universe, there's angels, there's spiritual forces on our behalf. So it may be a prayer for a relationship. Maybe it's a prayer for you to be able to enjoy your life again. Just that sense of excitement about what's going on in your life. Those prayers are always responsive, always rewarded with an affirmative yes. Matter of fact, there's a scripture that says that God's will is that we prosper and be in good health, our well-being. So consider that the next time you think about your prayer life. That is another prayer that is always answered in the affirmative of yes, even when we think about ourselves as well as others. And when you think about others around you, one of my sayings I like to say, I create win-win situations for everyone around me. And as I help others to win, I win as well. Prayers for well-being, for the goodness of the greater good, for the highest good of ourselves and those around us is always answered and responded to in the affirmative. Yes, we can have well-being in our lives. And the third prayer that is always answered is a prayer for wisdom and guidance. Think about the last time you had something going on in your life and you was able to sit down and just ask yourself, what is my next step? There were things in my life that had no meaning at all, but when I began to ask God for that spiritual wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, that's when things begin to make sense, right? It's like a connection in our brains that sparks off. We receive intuition on the next level. If there's something that I really don't know what's going to happen, maybe there's something guidance. Maybe you're getting ready to make a decision about going to school. Maybe you're watching this right now and you need guidance on a business startup. Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel and you need guidance on that. Wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Whenever we respond to that wisdom with actions, that's when we receive a next level breakthrough, going to the next level. And if you're part of the family, you already know that's how we like to do it, to get it done. Next level mindset. That's where it's at. And the fourth prayer that is always responded to and answered is prayers for forgiveness. I know you can look back over your life, trust issues that you may have had. Now that I look at it, I see that was the old, this is now, and now is new. I'm able to appreciate newness in my life. A lot of us, we easily forgive others, but when was the last time you took some time to really forgive yourself? That's one of my issues for a long time. I had a problem forgiving myself for the things that I had done in my life. And there's some things that I'm going to share with you coming up about how we can just admit when we're wrong. So now I'm realizing those things are always responded to in the affirmative. The great spirit of God within us, that great I am, always gives us an opportunity to change. And whenever we have a sincere change, a sincere desire to do better, and even now, one of the things over here at Next Level is honoring that golden rule, making sure that we have respect, just that level of honor, respect, integrity. That type of prayer is always responded to in a positive and affirmative way. If it's your first time and you want to be empowered on a regular basis, hit that subscribe button. Great music, entertainment, inspiration, motivation, that's what we do. Love to have you here at Next Level. And the fifth prayer that is always responded to is a prayer for financial abundance. Think about that. One of my sayings, I always say, where money is, money flows. And for a long time, I had an issue with that until I came to the point where I said, you know what? I have no problem giving big. Everything that I give always comes back to me multiplied, expanded with increase. It's one of my affirmations that I use. And maybe your thing is wanting a promotion on your business, a promotion on your job, a promotion in life. The prayer for a financial well-being is always responded to. And one thing that happened for me in my life, I had to make a decision. You know what? I'm going to get out of that comfort zone. I'm going to think successful thoughts. I'm going to begin to manifest, reprogram my mind for those financial blessings. I think a lot of times we got it wrong when I was growing up, thinking that money was the root of all evil, right? But it's not money, it is the love of money. Whatever name you want to use for God, whatever your higher power, the universe, your connection to this divine spirit, this guiding spirit wants you to have abundance in your life, wants you to have your finances together. And that type of prayer, from my experience, is always responded for in the affirmative. It's important to keep in mind, one of the main things is to be able to use it as a vessel. I always say where money flows through, money flows to. So as long as I'm able to allow those blessings to flow through me, they'll always flow to me. And everything that comes my way, I'm able to use it to be a blessing to those around me. So a financial abundance, that prayer, from my experience, is always answered in the affirmative. You can always have what you need. I like to say I'd rather have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So I want to encourage you, think about your financial prayer. Never be afraid to ask for all of it. You might just get it. I've got some extra bonus spiritual tips I want to share with you. But first, before I do that, gotta tell you about my brand new upcoming single. For those of you who follow my music, it's called God's Time. I'm giving away a free download copy of my single God's Time. Go to Take It to the Altar Music. Leave us your email. We're building our fan base. I want to get that to you. I'm excited about that. And while you're doing that, go on over to Spotify. Stream my brand new single. It's out right now everywhere. Everywhere your music is streamed. It's called Nobody. You can get it on the Amazon site. Put that on your favorite Spotify playlist. Do that with the links in the description. You've enjoyed this so far and it's giving you value, do me a favor and hit that like button for the algorithm. Let's get this out there to as many people as we can. Thank you. Appreciate that. So this first bonus point that I want to share with you deals with the idea of prayer, seeing it on another level. I know a lot of us, we think about God and relationships and spirituality and religion. What has helped me is to look at it in a higher way. Prayer for one person can mean something totally different for somebody else, especially when it comes to forgiveness. A lot of things that we do in our lives, easy to forgive others, a little more difficult to forgive ourselves. And one thing that I had to realize, that there's nothing wrong with just admitting that I was wrong in those situations. As a matter of fact, I wrote in my book, there is nothing wrong with being honest about your present condition. It says our very need to prove our rightness proves our wrongness. That's from my book, Mystic Secrets of the Bible. You can check that out. I'd love for you to take a copy of that home with you with the links in the description. But I had to realize that as long as I'm willing to admit that I was wrong, that's when I know that forgiveness is there. And a lot of times it was just so tough to forgive myself, even though it's easy to forgive others. On this spiritual journey, there's going to be issues and problems that will come up, try to stop us and slow us down. I want to share this video with you right here. 3 problems you'll have to face on the spiritual path. Things that I've done to overcome those things. I think that would be a great video for you to watch next. So click or tap the screen and check that out. We'll talk again over there. Hit the like button for the algorithm. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Stevon. I've had a great experience. Until next time, stay blessed, stay positive. There's nothing that needs to be done that together we cannot do. I'll see you on the next level. Peace.